this situation gives me a headache, and I feel like it's never going to get resolved because both sides are very not happy with the other side. So, Paycor Stadium's lease comes up next year, expires in 2026. And it's this forever back and forth with Mike Brown and the taxpayers, where Mike Brown wants the taxpayers to pay for 40% of the upgrades to Paycor Stadium. Taxpayers saying, we're not doing that. Not at all. Mike Brown, we want a lot of changes made. Mike Brown doesn't want to spend the money to do those changes. And it's a forever back and forth where both sides are not agreeing, and we have a lease coming up in a year, and we can't lose the Bengals. Like, this is a situation that is so muddy, and in the end, we can't lose the Bengals. Okay? We're not getting the St. Louis Bengals here, guys. Okay? We're not doing the St. Louis Bengals moving forward. So, Vice President Troy Blackburn, excuse me. I said Troy Brown. Mike Brown's on my brain. Troy Blackburn said the county has not performed its obligations under the lease, with the stadium entering its final lease year. The situation stands very much standstill, and we hope progress can be made so that the stadium remains an asset for the community. And that's another thing. I know there's been talks and rumors about putting a roof on top of Paycor Stadium because they want to do concerts there. They want to do different venues there. And again, it's this age-old Mike Brown's like, you pay for it. We're not paying. I'm not paying for it. And the county's like, listen, we're not going to pay for it. Again, it's a forever back and forth. All I care about in the end here is I just don't want to lose the Bengals. Okay? I just don't want to lose the team. I want the team to stay. I want everything to stay the same. But the fact is, that's just simply not always how life works, right? So at the end of the day, we still have another year to get this situation figured out. We've been talking about this now for a year and a half, 2 years. And I feel like we're kind of in the same place we were 2 years ago, sadly. I hope in the end that, we do have a reservation or we have some type of fix sometime soon. But again, I don't have much faith at this point because I don't think the Brown family is going to budge in any capacity. And I don't know if I know dang straight taxpayers aren't going to budge. I know that dang straight. Like, with all the meetings and back and forth, there's so many proposals on different ideas on how to upgrade Paycor Stadium, how to do this, that, and third with Paycor Stadium. And obviously our vice president is saying, hey, like, the county's not doing what they're supposed to do under the lease. So it's going to be forever back and forth until eventually, I don't know. And I know there's some people saying, like, well, who would even want the Bengals? I think St. Louis would be, like, the one thing I could think about that would want the Bengals if we're, like, putting it out there as an idea. Obviously, never want the idea to happen, but that's the only other place I could think that would want the Bengals if Mike Brown did not sell the team, but move the team. It's like this, That's why I don't talk about this. I haven't talked about this because it's so frustratingly, it's so frustrating, and as a fan, we can't do anything about it. Like, there's nothing we can do about this situation as a fan. We just kind of have to accept the situation as it is what it is. So, I mean, like I said, I hope everything gets figured out, but it's two sides that are just going back and forth trying to clash with one another to get something done. But that's another thing, like, I don't even know where they would move to. I know this video is more just rambling at this point, but I'm just trying to mentally process, like, I guess St. Louis would be the closest that they would probably move to. But yeah, Memphis maybe. I don't know. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. It's a back and forth.